Welcome to Space Station Podcast. As you can tell, it's a little different setting. We don't have blankets behind us like some weirdos.
We have a wall.
We have a wall. If we're still we're currently now in quarantine, but we still made some time for the podcast.
For you guys. For you
guys, because we love it and we get so much great feedback. And we have no guests today because we didn't really want too many people in the building. Chris begged me on Snapchat that he's bored. He wants to get back to recording us and stuff like that. And so, I don't know. Just playing it safe for now. So, just for now, we're your entertainment.
They're like, go back to when there was a lot of you guys. You guys suck.
Yeah.
No. We appreciate you guys. We appreciate
we appreciate you guys, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of people on Snapchat that I don't even know them. They've added me for mention. Then I would scroll through my stories, and I'm like, oh, wait, that's our podcast. I'm like, I don't even know this person, but they're, like, supporting the podcast. So that's dope. Thank you guys to everybody who is, you don't have to. You don't have to repost our stuff. You don't have to like our
Stop
stuff.
kissing their ass. Let's stop kissing their ass. Let's get in the shit. Let's get in the shit. How you doing, Aaron?
Good. How are you?
I'm chilling, bro.
¿Cómo estás?
I'm ready to finally be recording this podcast. Because I think I was over at his house the other day, and I think it was like 12 o'clock, and I saw you with Justin, Anthony, and your cousin, and I was like, fuck that. I want to go over. I want to go record, and I ended up bringing all my equipment over there, and then around like 4 in the morning after we get done recording, like it's like literally 4. Like I look at the time. It's 4:30 in the morning, and me and him start going off on like a 30-minute like conversation, like crazy. And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, we're pretty much podcasting right now, just conversating about stuff.
I forgot what it was about. It was just whatever was coming up. It was a good talk though.
Yeah.
Fucking tired. Eyes burning and shit from being up for so long.
Yeah.
But
Maya's hairs are still right here.
Take it, clone it.
Yeah. So, just to get things wrong, my shout out Phone Sex on Instagram. He asked, "Do you think hip hop will still be the main genre in 10 years?" Because it's like the main genre right now. Like it's like Drake's #1 right now. I have my own opinion on it. Do you want me to go first, or do you kind of have something going?
Yeah, I think hip hop is still gonna be alive, but it won't be as hip hop will still be alive, but I don't think it's gonna be as big as it is right now. Cause like
this is like the most max it's gonna be.
Yeah, I think we're like at a peak.
We're at the peak right now.
I think we're at peak. Everybody's rapping. Everybody's a hip hop artist.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. There's a lot of artists who are expanding and exploring different genres, singing.
Read the mic just a bit. The one time you put the mic close, you put it way too close.
R&B, like they're just. I think there's new ground being broken every day. So I think right now hip hop's like the motherland, but I think we're gonna expand off into other things, into different types of way of making music. But it's still gonna be there.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Is I think hip hop's strong as fuck right now, but I think eventually we're gonna like Travis Scott. Like, can you call him hip hop? Like, what is it? Like he has more of an electronic sound and more of this like ad libs and stuff. And Drake, is he hip hop? People still question Drake. Is he hip hop? Is he rap? He's not Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole. But he brings bars. He does have that rap. But I definitely think it's going towards it's like how like punk rock and hardcore rock just came from like rock. Mm-hmm. Like there's gonna be there's different genres going out of it in rock and roll.
Like hip hop's the motherland, but there's gonna be different colonies of rap, like different.
Yeah, it's like almost like Summer Walker. I love Summer Walker. She is R&B or Party Next Door, Summer Walker.
Yeah.
Bryson Tiller. You see, they're R&B, but it's not like "Baby, I'll get you back," and that like that old like '90s. It springs from that, but it's not totally that. it's hip hop based off of that. It has a hip hop trap drums and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so I think hip hop will eventually go into electronic. I remember like 5 years ago, people were like, "Oh, hip hop is still gonna be here," and a lot of people were saying that it was transforming into electronic music, which was true. But I don't know, like, look how big the festivals are. Like, I've never been to one, but I hear it's pretty good.
Like 5-day festivals and whatnot. But yeah, I'm good for now.
I know you're smoking out before the thing. But yeah, dude. Should we go into production?
Yeah, we can go into production.
Because you actually during this quarantine, you've been making music like crazy.
Yeah, just exploring and waking up and not really having a
Scheduled.
a schedule, or I'm making an R&B song today. It was like I woke up.
Did you make an R&B song today?
No, I'm saying like it's not like I'm doing that. You know what I mean? I'm waking up and whatever it is that I hear, I'm like, all right, let's go that way.
Kind of not forcing it.
Yeah, not forcing it, just letting it be very natural, and it's been working out for me. So I think that's kind of where I'm gonna keep it going. Is, I think we stemmed off from production, but I think we're in the creativity aspect
that is
right now.
production. That is us producing our own shit. Yeah,
That's true.
if you really want to extend the word production.
Yeah, and production-wise, I'm learning more about. I'm actually sitting there and opening up each plugin and messing with the plugin. And
see, sometimes when I'm doing it, I'm like, fuck, I don't even want to. I feel like it's too work. It comes off very intimidating when I'm looking at VSTs and add-ons and shit like that.
Yeah.
But like, you have to go through that breaking ground. Keyword, hashtag breaking ground.
Ground.
You're going to spend an hour trying to figure it out. You're going to spend maybe 3 or 4 hours of trying to figure out something. But after you get past that, eventually, like it was like with Adobe, like I didn't know, like I was getting so frustrated down to when I had to put out the music video and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't, like last night I discovered a bass guitar plugin, and I was just playing it on my, typing keyboard. And I was like, "Oh, this would be dope for like just."
Oh yeah, because
bass,
you've been using the key, like not a piano keyboard, but just a regular.
Like a typing keyboard. Computer keyboard, yeah. And I just discovered that from
Russ. You were saying.
Yeah, well, I seen Russ do it, and that's where I was like, oh, I saw eye to eye with him, because I started doing 808s. I never really did 808s because I sucked at them. But when I was able to play with the keyboard, I was like, like messing with them more.
Yeah, I ended up watching the tutorial you sent me, and it was really helpful. Like I was starting to see where you got the keyboard thing, because it does when you're using the keyboard, it's more natural. It's more like you're actually putting effort instead of just pressing buttons.
Right.
I mean, you are pressing buttons, but just like you're like going with the beat, instead of me like. I mean, like it's all like. I was because I follow Kale the producer on Instagram, and he gives a lot of tips. He's like, key advice: stay in your lane. Like, not stay in your lane, but not to keep you boxed in, but just like if you're good at one thing, focus. Like it's almost like the 808. Like how like I try to make my beats very intricate, like Rex, and make very progression. Aim towards that, but don't go crazy where you don't even have a good beat. Like if you have a
yeah. I feel it. That's where I think I started progressing in my beats, and then I started watching videos, and I'm like, but my stuff doesn't sound like that. I'm like, well, I just shouldn't sound like that. It should sound like me, but just doing my own thing on it. So like reaching to the producing, like reaching that same level of producing, but everybody's ear is different. So whatever it is you want to make, basically.
No, I spaced out.
I spaced out too.
Dude, I'll be doing these podcasts, and I'll just be like, your eyes.
I'm getting lost. No,
but we should talk about the music video and how that came apart. If you guys don't know, up till AM music video, that's
go stream it right now.
Yeah, go stream it right now.
Go stream. Go stream that right now.
Go stream it right now. No, that's on. That should be on our page already. Up till AM. I think it's right now. It's at 151 views, heading towards 200.
Oh, let's go.
And that's a blessing, man. Dude, I was looking at some of these ghetto ass Yakima music videos.
Ghetto ass Yakima.
Like their quality is like low quality. I mean, there's a fan base for it.
Yeah.
Ghetto ass videos, and they have 14,000 views on them.
No.
And I'm like, God, but they've been up for like at least two years. So
All right.
I'll give it that. But
All right.
But I know people who just bump shit like that. I mean, Justin bumps that stuff here and there, but I don't feel discouraged. But I'm like, why not me?
Oh, dude. Speaking of like what you just said, Andy Mineo, one of my favorite artists, he posted a video on Facebook the other day, and he was talking about a pair of shoes that he had, a pair of Jordans, Air One Jordans, and he was like talking about the value of them, and he was like, you see these shoes right here? He's like, right now they roughly they're valued about $1,200 to $1,500 a pair, and he's like, I'm gonna tell you a crazy story. He's like, about I think it was like 8 years ago. He's like, 8 years ago I was walking through a Marshall's, and I found these shoes, and I was like, oh, I love them. Like he loved those shoes, so he bought them, and he knew what he was buying, and he bought them for $15. The shoes that were valued $1,500 now, he bought 8 years ago for $15.
Oh,
and
wow.
he was like, the what is it?
Value is relative.
Yeah. Well, the thing he was trying to get to is like, I valued them the way I value them still today. He's like, but people weren't appreciating them back then because they weren't like the attention wasn't on them. He's like, so know your value early on, and other people are gonna catch up to it, and then you're gonna be worth those $1,500 shoes. You know what I mean?
Man,
he's like, let them catch up. He's like, don't degrade yourself for like, don't do anything different. Stay yourself, and then eventually people appreciate that.
That's pretty damn good.
That's good.
I gotta watch that podcast, man.
Yeah, it wasn't even a podcast. It was just like a video. He's like, it was just funny. I'm putting these shoes on today. He's like, I realized that they're worth $1,500. Yeah. He's like, but because they're appreciated now. They weren't appreciated 8 years ago, but they are now. So he's like, just wait for your time. Wait for your time to be appreciated because it is coming.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, let's go.
I know. And I am drinking Busch Light. Payday is literally tomorrow. I swear, Heineken. I gotta just put black tape on these.
Busch Light. Off the res.
But yeah, the music video, I saw that guy with 14 G's views, and I was like, damn, a little discouraging. But not discouraging, but definitely like, why not me type shit. But how that video came about was I had just got the camera, and I was like, man, I want to make a music video with this shit. So, and then we were already going to the skate park, having,
Yeah, that came really natural. Like, what, if my question to you, what, were you planning to make a video that day, or was kind of like you just showed up? Oh, I
was definitely like, I'm gonna bring this camera and make a video.
I didn't know that. You kind of just like, all right, record me doing this, and I was like, oh shit, let's make a video. Like I thought it was just right off the top.
No, I wanted to. I was like, all right, if we get to it, we get to it, and if not. Because at first I wasn't too sure if you guys were comfortable doing it, and me comfortable doing it, or if there was gonna be a lot of people there. And so that's why I was like, we'll see what happens. And then we ended up meeting that kid.
Manny.
That boy came up to me.
That was my second time meeting him. That was your first time meeting him. But
yeah, that was so dope. That was so humbling. You want to walk him through it? What happened?
When I met him, or like the whole...
we'll just start from the beginning of the story.
Oh, okay. So Manny, I met at the skate park, and it was just me and my nephew. We were skateboarding one day, and this kid was like skating on the other side of the park, and like I noticed he was like glancing at me, taking glances at me, and I was like, I just noticed things like that. And then eventually he kind of we made eye contact, and he's like, hey, you rap, right? And I was like, yeah, why? And I didn't sound like that rude, but I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I do. What's up? And he's like, I seen your podcast, and I was like, oh shit, no way. And then eventually, eventually he noticed me because he watches your Snapchat, and then he ended up getting linked to the podcast, and he's like, I love the podcast, dudes. I like what you guys talk about. And then he was talking about you, and he's like, I want to get in the studio. I got songs, and I got stuff I want to say. And I was like, dude, like, hit up Lupe. Like, he'll, he's very humbling. He will give you an opportunity to, let yourself shine.
And the FYI for everyone, I'm actually a fucking asshole in real life. I'm just horrible. Like, it's all about the way you perceive yourself. Definitely the way you perceive yourself. Like, I don't know, just being in the, I guess, music community. Hold up, I got a burp. Like, I always looked up to, like, say, like, Gather Entertainment or just people that did music, look people up. And not that they never hit me up, but like when you see someone do, like, oh shit, they're making music videos, like they're doing stuff that I can't do, that I can't reach, and I feel like they're like they're big headed, like maybe they might not want to work with me.
Too good, and, like almost too good.
Yeah, and so I always kept that in mind that I came from wanting to work, work with other artists, people listen to my music, my beats and stuff like that, and so now that I'm in that position. And starting to learn that I'm in that position, I want to take advantage of that and help people out and let them know that, I think that was my biggest goal. In the back of my head, that was always my biggest goal with Space Station Entertainment and everything. I always knew it was going to be bigger. And, not that it's, like, blown up like crazy, but it's definitely something where people look at it and like, oh, man, I feel comfortable coming around here. Or, letting them listen to my stuff and yeah, dude. Anytime I've been going on live recently, people are like, "Man, you're such a great person." This is what I needed today. Like you're like a lot of people. Like I think I had like 5-10 people just like people just giving me props and like, dude, you're good for the community. You're showing what needs to be done, and you're bringing this up with you, and it's been humbling as fuck.
You're seeing the reactions of your positivity and your mindset and the way you're putting yourself out there. People are reactive to it.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope. What you were talking about where the way you want to give people an opportunity, it kind of hit me the way you were doing it. It kind of hit me this past weekend because my little cousin hit me up and
we got time?
We got 7 minutes.
All right, we're good. Yeah. We can get another topic in.
Yeah. And he was like, he sent me a song. He's like, I'm going to send you a song. What's your email? And tell me what you think. And I was like, all right, cool, for sure. And in my head, I wasn't really expecting anything. I didn't have no expectations. So I was just...
So your bar was low. It was just, I wasn't expecting nothing.
Yeah. And he sent me the thing, and I was like, obviously, right off the top, he recorded on his phone. Quality wasn't great, but, like, I could hear something. I was like, oh, hell yeah. I was like, that's dope. Like, I like that. And then I was like, what'd you record it on? He's like, my phone. And I was like, oh, that's probably why. And I was like, dude, I'll record it for you if you're about it. And he was like, really? He's like, hell yeah, I'm about it, dude. And when he came through and we came through, did the session, recorded it. And I was like, all right, just, get comfortable, do it, and, this and that. And then we were kind of talking throughout the session, too. And he was like, there's this other guy that I usually go to for recording. He's like, but he never hits me up, never gets me back, this and that. And I was like,
see, that's why
I'm like, damn, that sucks. Cause I remember being in that same position. Like when, I remember we were given a shot, me and Anthony were given a shot in a like legit recording studio. Like this guy records for like, not big names, but like he's like a legit engineer with all the stuff. And, Anthony got connected with them, and we got a free, 3-hour session, and he's like, yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a shot, see what you guys were about. And so I kind of do that as well. I'm like, I want to give people a shot. And it was humbling when he was in my studio, and he was like, dude, this sounds dope, I appreciate it. And I was like, dude, I wish I had this opportunity when no one gave it to me, you know what I mean? Or, I mean, someone gave it to me, so, I'm here to give it back. And that was very rewarding and humbling, and I liked it. So that I get where you're coming from, and it's probably dope because you've had a lot more artists than I have.
It's insane.
Like at least I want to say off top like 30 artists,
30 to 50.
30 to 50 artists that have come through and you've worked with. Or
That's insane. Well, I have 80 subscribers. Like
okay,
like an email list.
Yeah,
but that's not even like not all of them I have emails with. But
yeah.
at least 30 to 50 people that have hit me up, text me. I'm in contact with constantly, and like it's endless. Like almost all my friends are,
Yeah, I get why you're doing it, and I get why it makes you happy. Dude, I see it now.
Like I try to be, like anytime I'm like, because I know like if you it's from growth. It's just from growing, and then mistakes like with Maya and you, and just saying the wrong things and learning to say the right things with certain with my criticism. Like today, some kid was playing his beats to me. I was like, "Hey, yeah, play your shit, man." I was like, "Play your shit." It's like, "This is the time to go. Let's go. Let me hear it."
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'll tell you what's up. I won't criticize you in a negative way. I'll criticize you in a positive way, and I'll tell you turn your reverb or delay up or some shit.
Yeah.
And then he played me his beats. He played me some of his songs. His songs, I could see the potential. I see his style. I'm like, they're actually pretty good. You like try adding some background vocals, some little layers to it, and then bring up your reverb and delay because it sounds pretty dry.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh yeah, for sure." And it was just good. I told him, I was like, "Send me some beats, bro." I was like, "I'm trying to hop on something because I was on Splice.com on live and I just was not finding good packs." I was like, "Just send me some shit."
Yeah.
I was like, so it's good to give people an opportunity like that.
Dope. Exactly.
I want to definitely jump way off topic. Russ and the Russ book, because we eventually, I remember when we were starting the podcast, we wanted to dive deep into it, but you haven't even read it.
I got halfway. I did read enough.
Did you want to drop some gems? What you learned from that?
One of the gems that really stuck out to me the most was...
It's just mostly interesting for me because I've been wanting to get into that.
So Russ, I don't know if you guys know much about his story, but he was producing in his friend's basement, and he would sleep on the couch, wake up, produce, go to sleep, wake up, produce. And one of the days, his buddy's like, "Yo, bro, you gotta get out. We're gonna have Joey Badass right now." And he's like, "Can you clean up a little bit?" And he's like, "Oh shit!" Like he was freaking out, like heart racing because Joey Badass was about to come record, and that was when they recorded the song "Temptation." I'm trying to think of it, but I'm trying to get to the subject. Yeah. And he was like freaking out, and then he goes upstairs, and they end up going out in the backyard and playing keep up with the soccer ball, where you just stand in a circle and kick the ball and keep it off the ground. And they were just having like normal conversation. It's just a normal person. He's like, that's where it hit me. He's like, I used to like look so highly of these people that I felt like I could never reach that level. I felt like I could never be that type of person. I felt like that was so out of reach. He's like, but when I was sitting here with Joey Badass and realizing how normal he was, he connected with him. He saw eye to eye, and he's like, his dreams looked more grabbable, more approachable because of how normal, I think that's where we get lost and people get discouraged. It's like they look so highly of something that it's almost, they place it too far for themselves to even grab it.
Yeah.
And that's what Russ was like, nothing's too out of your reach. That's just you getting in your own way of what you wish to grab. And that's what the book's all about, is getting out of your own way. And also connecting back to Russ, the other day on Instagram Live, he was producing a beat just right on the spot. And I was like, is he using a keyboard? And I was like, no shit. Like, I'm using a keyboard too. I'm like,
you wear socks? I wear socks.
That's crazy. But yeah, dude. And I was like,
I think that's where not to cut you off, but I think that's why I try to connect with people. I don't know if I got it from you, but definitely trying to get on that same level. Like, hey, I'm just like you. Like,
exactly.
I definitely am as hungry as you. I'm not even where I want to be. And, and that fact that I'm able to help you out on your journey is even better.
Exactly. And that just boosts people. You probably don't know how many people self-esteems you've boosted. Because I remember the first time I ever heard myself on a song that was produced actually kind of good was when I went into that studio. And that's where I was like, man, these people have all this, but they're just, they're just as giving as, anybody else. And that's where I feel like anyways.
Man, I just put these headphones on. I feel way more connected to your vocal.
Oh,
I feel like it's just me and you now. When I had this up, I was like, oh, man, it's so quiet.
You can hear
Oh, wait, I can hear you.
Yeah.
No, dude. Man, we're just such great people.
We're good.
Yeah, no,
We're
man.
better than you. We're not.
No.
We're just kidding.
No,
We're just making funny jokes. We got 15 minutes.
Dude, we're chilling.
Like
I keep looking at
the
timer, and I'm like,
don't look at the time, because then we're gonna get off top. Then we're gonna think too much.
Yeah.
What else? Another gem about the book? Let me see. Is there something I can drop?
Yeah, because you also have the supermarket one.
I haven't got to that yet.
Dude, I love that album so much.
That's a fictional book. So,
what's the? Do you know the story on the supermarket book from Logic?
It's about a kid who works at a grocery store.
No way.
He's losing a job.
Shit. Get back up.
I don't know. I'm curious to read it. My lazy ass needs to read it. I'm not lazy, but it's just I've been working my attention.
Dude, you've been working your ass off. I've been jealous, man. Like, if anyone doesn't know, he got like 4 or 5 songs within the next. I mean, you produced within the week.
Right, and another topic we can kind of jump to, stemming off of this, writer's block.
Fix your back, boy. Right there.
Right.
No.
I know. I'm
about
not
to
do
fix
it
it later.
I know. Writer's block, but yeah. My question to you: what do you feel leads you to writer's block, and how do you get over that writer's block?
It's a hit and miss, man. Because even when we were chilling with your cousin, I was like, oh wait, if I just keep writing, and then we had watched a video that said you do multiple drafts of your writing, and the first draft you just want to just write, and then the second draft of your writing, you want to just write with your that's when you start thinking. First draft, you just fucking write, and then the second time you start picking and choosing, and then just editing, and not really. And really, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm bouncing all over my thoughts right now.
Yeah, it was the way to like simplify is like first draft, write with your heart. Second draft, write with your mind. And that's where you come with the construction. I feel the way I'm seeing it right now.
Definitely,
is like,
I definitely have a speech impediment.
Me too. The way I'm picturing it is like, first one, just start nailing a bunch of things, and then the second one is like, go through and fix whatever you built. And I don't know, that's probably a horrible reference, but yeah, writer's block. How you
get over it? Oh wait. Oh yeah. The way I go over it, I haven't even answered the question. I'm like, how about you?
I'm like, what's just leave it. I'm
trying to think. I don't know, dude, because when I do beat block, sometimes you're in love with it and you're like, no, this is it. I'm keeping this. I'm going to try and work with it as much as I can. Sometimes that's successful, but you can also get frustrated and worn out and worked up, and you're like, fuck. You're like, I just killed a fucking hour and a half trying to fucking fix this, and it's not going nowhere. It's not going to go anywhere. And my best, from experience, doing it 7 years, I would say get rid of it. Writing wise, just write, and then if you get stuck on a line, I would say go find a line that's interesting in your writing, your lyrics, and then go off of that. And you don't have to erase what you wrote, but just definitely start writing off of one of the more interesting lines in your lyrics. And for my beats, when I have beat block, most of my beats come. My successful beats come when I'm just relaxing and just, oh, you know what? Oh, let me just get this little kick here and there. When I'm just like that like very peaceful. Oh, little snare. hi-hat. I don't really know where I'm going with this, you know. And then when I'm like, oh shit, I gotta get a lo-fi. You know, when you have like when it comes just flows out naturally. Like you want it to be more natural than anything.
Yeah.
The more stiff, the more you're trying to mimic, or I don't know, not even.
Yeah.
Just
because you're trying to build something that you wanted to hear, like, but when you build something you're hearing, it's easier.
Yeah, I blacked out.
But
I don't know. It's just everyone has their own ways, and my best thing is probably don't get worked up about it. If you can't make it right, fucking make a new one.
Mm-hmm.
That's my best advice.
True.
People out there.
True.
True. Best advice for an artist to stay consistent.
Yeah. Don't just because you couldn't make a beat today don't think that you can't make one tomorrow, the next day, or the next day.
It goes for the artist too.
Yeah,
making songs.
Keep consistent. Keep chiseling.
Keep throwing paint at the wall.
Yeah, I guess.
I guess that was a pretty good one, huh? If you guys can't hear, my family's laughing upstairs. And just in case you guys get a little background noise.
Is our lives funny to you?
No. Yeah, best advice for artists and producer that want to stay consistent, but keep straying off because of work and just a busy schedule. What would you say to that person? Because I've heard from other producers, like successful producers, you know, Kato the producer and stuff, is it's never 50-50. It's either 110% in one thing. What would you say to that?
Exactly. 110%.
Because during this quarantine,
during this quarantine, I forgot how to talk.
During this quarantine, you are like, fuck, I don't even want to go back to work because I'm able to just work on music now.
I'm telling you, dude. It's just been so natural for me now. And I'm scared to go back to work because I feel like I'm going to lose that. And
that's why I love part-time so much. I just don't want to, like, I'll be there for more than 5 hours or 4 hours. I'm like, fuck this. Like, either my boss is hounding me, or just customers, or just shit that I don't want to fucking deal with, you know? I don't like dealing with public. Public is the worst. And I just want to be in my little room and then come out when I want to.
For real. That's what I thought about today. I was sitting in my room one day, or not too long ago, and I was like, I'm good for now. I was thinking about, I kind of miss work, and I was like, what? What did I just say? I'm like, I don't miss work. I love waking up when I want and, like, having no agenda, but also it's just so natural for me. I've been able to create freely, and it's just been so rewarding because I'm actually coming out with stuff, and I'm actually putting stuff on my plate, and I'm actually
doing stuff you want to do.
Getting stuff done.
Getting stuff done you've been wanting to get done.
Yeah. So look, before I would work 5 days a week, 7 hours a day, and it would take me at least a few weeks to get a song done, right? And like now, the other day, I spent all day, like, I felt like I was wasting my whole day, but I just had no, like, the thought of not working was just so, it's like, okay, like, I'll get something done. And sure enough, I was out all day, got home, made a beat within an hour, and I wrote a verse within another hour, and I was like, I would never been able to do this, like, when I was working at work, because I was just so stressed, and so I felt like I'll never get any work done. Like, I don't have enough time for this and this and that.
Can I tell you something funny?
What?
So, like, on my days off and stuff, like, if I just have nothing going on, I'm like, oh man, I got so much time in the world. And if I schedule someone for a 2-hour session, like say like at 12 to 2, I'll be like, fuck, my day's full. I'll be like, all right, 12 to 2. By the even get here, it'll be like 12:15, get things going, 12:30. Oh shit! And then it usually extends off to 2:30 or 3 o'clock. Oh shit! By the time I relax and shit, it'll be 4 o'clock, and it just keeps building. I'm like, oh god, my day's full. You know?
Yeah.
Like it's just that I need to get out of that mind state. Because even today doing this podcast, I'm like, oh man, my day's gone.
Hmm.
And
Trust me, I believe it.
and it's I don't know.
I think
I just wish I could do whatever the fuck I want and get paid for it.
Yeah, I appreciate time now.
You do?
And now, like I realize what I can do with such short time. Makes me. It kind of gives me hope. So when I do go back, because I'm gonna go to school to cut hair and I'm gonna work, it kind of gives me hope that I'll still be able to create. I'm like, because I think I overthought it. I'm like, I work a, full-time job and this and that, and how am I gonna find time for this? And
Yeah, because even when we were having our difficulties, I was like, "Where are you, bro?" I was like, I need help with the fucking editing for the podcast. I need help with artists that have come into the studio. Our entertainment. Like people need mixing. People need this. And for me, it's overwhelming. And then I was going to a shitty ass job that fucking just a bad fucking week, busy as fuck, low staff, and just hounding me. I'm just like when I got off work, I'm up until 2 in the fucking morning, grinding this bitch out.
yeah,
And then forgot where I was going with that. But just kind of saying that time is precious, and you can easily get, I don't know, it's just
all right, another question. How do you feel about artists who put out music very consistently compared to artists who put out music periodically?
Oh, good transition. It's all about the hype. I don't know, because even Creos doesn't put out music consistently. I would say not like every fucking week or every other
Mm-hmm.
Because I know he wasn't posting music for a while, and me, I don't know, because even we took a break from music for like at least a month or two without us posting stuff. So like, what's the last thing we posted? Like from up till AM. What was it? Probably me and Miz hour thing.
Yeah.
We made, and then what was that before that?
No.
And so I guess we've been kind of spacing them out nicely. I guess.
Yeah.
Just letting it come when it comes.
Yeah. Something that's been sticking to me lately is just don't.
Oh, go ahead. I was gonna say maybe just producing good quality music.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. 'Cause I can find a beat. I can make a beat with, really quickly, and then just write whatever and then put it out for, tomorrow. It can happen. It's happened before where, we've made songs overnight and we could put it out right away.
But is that the best it could be?
I don't think so. I was watching, the show.
We're good.
The show Dave with Lil Dicky. He has a new show that just came out.
No, I haven't seen it.
No, I watched it yesterday. It's pretty good, and he's talking to his producer, and he's like, bro, you sold the beat that you gave me, and he's like, bro, I gave that beat to you 3 months ago. He's like, I didn't know you were still working on it. He's like, dude, that's you.
I don't even know where it's from.
He's like, it takes me months to a year to write a song, and I was like, maybe that's true. Like, I'm gonna always refer to Shane Eagle and Nate Traveler. They're surviving in the music industry, but they don't drop anything. They don't say anything. They just they perfect they perfect it, and they give it to the people. And it shows with, certain artists that they spend a lot of time on it because they want it to sound a certain way, and they care about it so much, and they want it to be perfect. And when they put it out, it's like, oh my God, that was beautiful. You know what I mean? That was so good. Like, I'm glad I waited that time for it.
Yeah.
And that's what I think that's what's next is I don't want to tell people what's going on next. I don't want to, build hype around something that really isn't there yet, but what?
Turned off. So obviously, we don't know how to work cameras, and this camera angle is probably way off than before. Fuck it though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck it. But, so, I think we were going off of when's the best time to release music?
When's the best time?
And our conclusion is, doesn't really matter.
Nope.
As long as you release good quality music.
Exactly. That's it. No, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
Yeah, drink to that. I'll drink to that.
Yeah.
I only
the water I
drink the
gave you?
hardest stuff. It's right here. I haven't finished this one.
Yeah, I see how you are. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, in the background, we took maybe like
20-minute break.
20 fucking minute break just trying to get these cameras to work. Yeah, I miss you, Chris. I really do. Is that camera good? Yeah, it's good, right? Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. I really don't care.
Because they're here for the content. They're here for the content.
Okay. Topic. I'll say a word.
All right, go ahead.
Vagina. Mother? No, FL Studio 20. First thing that comes to your head.
Unknown.
Unknown.
Would you like me to describe it?
Yeah, I was like, why unknown? Why is unknown?
Even though I know
Oh, yeah, here we
some,
go. Oh, yeah, yeah.
there's so much unknown.
There we go. We got a topic.
Dissection.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, last
Right.
night, like I said, I was sitting, I was just curious, and right beneath where you put, you fill in the dots and you play your beat, there's a little plus sign at the bottom left, and then it pops up even more. It pops up plugins for that specifically, and I was just going through a bunch of them. There's a piano, and then you could do different things through it. You can throw it through different synthesizers, and you can make different sounds out of it. And you can even, like I said, I found a bass guitar plugin that you can play on the keyboard. I found just a bunch of different I found how to make your own kicks and make almost sound like a turntable scratching and whatnot. And I was like, holy smokes, like
A whole nother world.
another world. I was like, I had no idea that if I pushed this plus button, it would have, there was so much things that I didn't know about.
And it goes back to when we were out and about with Ted in the Ted Brown store, and shout out Bearded Monkey. That was Greasy Monkey. No, shout out Beard Monkey. We were going over there and we were looking for something for your microphone.
Acoustic barrier.
Acoustic barrier. We didn't even know what the fuck it was called.
Yeah,
we were looking for.
we didn't know.
You know that thing that goes over a fucking microphone?
He's
You're like,
acoustic
a guitar?
barrier?
No,
I
then we
got
were looking
you.
for acoustic barrier, so I don't know what it is. And we ended up finding, like, one of the associates that was over at Beer Monkey. We ended up just conversing, I think Aaron really opened up the conversation for question and was like, there was a bunch of amps, just a whole display of amps, different types, and we didn't know what they were. And he's like, what are these used for? And then they just opened up a whole hour and a half of conversation with the kid.
Just
And-
breaking stuff down and figuring out what stuff was and just learning, I guess. And
Learning is key.
mm-hmm.
And where I'm going with that is he was eventually saying, like, there's so many different ways to record a snare. Like, even the older cats, they're like in their 40s, 50s, are still learning different new techniques from other producers and stuff like that. Yeah. Damn.
We're good.
You good?
Yeah, we're good.
Wow. Your ass. See, you
Wait,
always,
what happened to it?
I think it's recorded.
Yeah, it's recording.
Yeah, I just lost it for a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, you better pray to God it's recording. You hear yourself on there? Yeah?
I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you scared the fuck out of me. Oh, my goodness. This is what happens when you don't have a team of people that are here for... This is when you're on a low budget.
You let me fuck everything up.
Oh, my God.
It's all good. We're doing good.
Oh, God.
Off the topic.
All right, your turn. I need something to smoke. I'm stressing.
You son of a bitch. Let me see. If you could, right now, if you could perfect one thing in your whole creative thing, like in music, whether it be, I want to perfect beats, I want to perfect my lyricism, I want to perfect, what is it? If you were given one wish to perfect one thing, what would it be?
Um, Probably my 808s. 808s. But I feel like it's everyone. Wait, no, that's cheap. That's a cheap shot. I would say my songwriting skills. If you can make a song, you can sell that shit. Like, you don't even have to fucking produce anything. Like, songwriting skills is the basis. If you can have, like, a good-ass song and find the right person, you're off the top.
Mm-hmm.
Songwriter. Can you imagine being a songwriter? You are the basis of the song. Like, forget the beat. Forget the producer who's making the beats. The songwriter.
Yep. That's true. Songwriting is
Would you agree?
the backbone. It's the backbone.
Definitely. At least
That's why I've spent so long with it.
I even think about that. I don't really take too long on it. You usually take more longer than I do.
Like making a song?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think about it too much. I
Mm.
think, what is it?
Would that definitely fringe it or hurt it? If
Hurt
you're
it?
thinking too much?
It can. I've experienced it where I went through high school. I think through high school. I think there was a period of time, I think it was like a year, where I could not write more than like 4 bars. Like I could not get any further than that. And I would just get stuck and I'd throw it all away. And I guess I forced myself to keep doing it. And eventually that got me to flow a little bit better and write stuff a little, not faster, but to get exactly what I want out, as to perfect it almost.
Mm.
Like I'm not perfect at it, but I've gotten to a point where it's where I want it and I can get better. I continue to get better every day, but it's where I want it. And it's not hurting me creative wise because I can still create stuff. I might not get like work as fast as other people.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely,
Because I know we'll be in studio sessions, me, you, Maya, and I'm like, let's go right now on the spot. I don't give a fuck.
yeah.
I'm like, boo, 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 boo. I used to be pretty good at it, but I've been kind of slowing down. I think I'm starting to translate my creativity into taking my time with it, like come naturally. Because when it comes naturally, it's dope and feels a lot more better. Like you have something good. I don't know. You just know. Like for you, I wouldn't say a hit or anything, but definitely for you, when you feel comfortable. I would say,
Right.
In the creative process. How do you know when you have a good song?
I know when I like it, when I hit replay on it and I can listen to it over and
Like
over
50
again
times more?
easily. Yeah, dude, like that. Let me see. Yeah. Like when I listen to my favorite artist and I'm like, I like this song so much that I can repeat this song over and over and over again. If I can do that to my own music, that's where I'm like, all right, I got something good here.
But there's even some people who just are rose goggles. Is that what they call them? Rose goggles?
What are rose goggles?
Like when you just, like you see nothing but good. And like it's because it's yours, you just want to replay it and play it.
That's a good, I didn't.
Because even after you get done with the song, you're like, oh, fuck yeah, all that hard work. But even like after you've been training your ear for a while, you're like, ugh, sounds like shit. It varies from people because you have different tastes and different opinions.
Yeah, coming to another question, what song personally yourself have you been able to sit there and you're like, I will never get tired of this song. I love this song.
Oh, good question.
This song is hard.
I would say, fuck, it's a good one. Probably Every Day on the Sad album, or Sad Every Day constantly. The most recent one I can think of off the top is probably Every Day. I can pump that shit all the time. Just I don't know, like just down to like every lyric. I'm like, oh man, like that whole album is like all the lyrics. I think Sad and Every Day are just really good songs. Like my most honest songs and my most just those were some of my shorter songs too. I just wrote, and I just had shit to say and shit to spill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
I could tell it was very emotional.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I was
project.
so depressed. I was so depressed in that fucking during that time. Literally sad every day, constantly. That's what it's called.
That's funny. Yeah. So, is there something about those songs that...
how does emotion reflect on your music? How do you let it? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing?
It's like a double-edged sword. It can be good. It can be it can be bad. And I just choose to. I hope that everything I do is good. So like, if I make a song, I don't want it. If I make a song, I just want it to be for a good reason, not to like hurt anybody, this and that. But, yeah.
Emotion. In the song.
Dude, emotion's everything.
Emotion
in music, especially.
It was not a dumb question, but it's definitely something like a topic to talk about. But emotion is very important for.
Because when was the last time you heard a song and didn't have a feeling about it?
Yeah.
Emotion.
I think that's what carries a song. Like they could be the most basic lyrics, but as long as it has emotion in it and it has something real there, like it'd be like, fuck this. You know how many how many love songs there are?
Mm-hmm.
How many fuck you, bitch, songs are there? But it's the way they say it, the feeling,
right?
There's
a lot. Delivery. Also, exactly. I feel like coming back to the subject of what, you like, your personal favorite song. Do you feel? How do I say this? Those songs that you make, that creative process, I have to make sure I hit all different areas 100%. You know what I mean? Because like you can make a song that has a lot of emotion, has a good beat, has good production, but if you're not saying the right things the right way in the right tone, it kind of like brings the song down. So if you can match the energy and match the everything 100%, then I'm like,
it's a complete song.
The song is like timeless. Like you won't get tired of it because of how each area of the song. I think that's what that is.
Good. Yeah, marking all those that checklist, and to me it's like the beat, emotion, lyrics, delivery, performance. And if I'm able to match that, exactly what you said, I'm just pretty much repeating it. Is like every day I'm like, oh man, just like so good.
Mm-hmm.
Where can we transition from that? What would be a good jam?
How do you structure your songs?
Yeah, cause some people will. How we doing on time? Doing good?
We need like 15 minutes. Like every day. 9.
Oh, we're doing good then. We're doing good.
7. I'm just kidding.
This is good. How do I structure my songs? I don't know, cause sometimes just rapping first. I don't know. It's just all in the mood. Sometimes you want to put the chorus in first. Sometimes you want to put the lyrics in first. It all just varies on how the song is.
Yeah.
I don't know. How about you?
Same.
I
play something. It starts with the beat.
Oh, since you're starting to go into producing, how do you separate the beat? Oh man, I guess that's a good question for me. How do I separate my beats that I want for myself versus I'm gonna be selling?
I think we're different. They're at we're.
You want to go first? Go first.
Yeah, the way we're different right now, because every single beat in my computer I've made, I have lyrics to. Can you say that? I mean, it's you're like, all right, I'm gonna make a type beat, and like you make it, and you're like, I'm gonna put this out there for someone else, because like this beat wasn't for me, but I'm putting it out there for someone else. And then you've had people like, obviously you I think last year you got your first exclusive sold.
Yeah, $85.
Exactly. You didn't write anything to that beat, but that beat was so good that someone else saw it. They saw the potential in it. So I don't know. I think you punch them out quicker because you know if it's not for me, it's for someone else.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And me, I make a beat because I make a beat and I'm like, it has to be for me or else I won't write to it because I don't really have a fan base to sell to right now.
Yeah, an audience.
Yeah, an audience to sell to.
Mm.
So I think that's just where the difference is. So
No, that's definitely a difference. Like, because when I'm going through, I'm like, well, if it doesn't work for me, exactly, I toss it in the crate
mm-hmm.
for
Throw it
someone
out there
else.
for someone else.
And because recently I was trying to make a beat for myself, and I was that's pretty much it. That's it. I don't even want to go dive even deep. Just repeat the same shit. That's pretty much it. If it doesn't work for me, work for someone else. That's how it is. And there's some beats where I'm like, fuck, I wish this could work for me because I'm like, this is a banger. This is, like, I think my new Mac Miller type beat, I really loved the sample on there. I just wanted to use it. I just couldn't write to it. And I hate that. But,
how much time do you give yourself with the beat?
Varies.
Varies?
On that day, baby. I'd like to massage it. I like to just, if it was up to me, I would take 3 hours on the beat. If I'm just relaxing, just doing my thing, 3 hours on a beat, massaging the hi-hats, the velocity, same thing with the kicks, snares, the drums, looking for percussion, looking for a bounce, messing around with the 808s. How do I want the 808s? Do I want a cool bass line? Do I want, like a bouncy bass line, 808s? Trying to find the perfect 808, trying to find the perfect kick, perfect snare, hi-hat, and so on. And then recently I've been choosing my kicks and my hi-hats and snares, my drums before my melody. And it's good. I'll look for like some mutual, like some drums that will go anywhere. And so I've been feeling more comfortable like that instead of finding my melody first. And then not even just to switch it up, just, I don't know, it just feels more relaxing. Oh, that kick sounds nice. Ooh, put that there. Ooh. I think anything will go. And if I want to sound, I don't know, just going with the drums first is always nice because you're just putting the puzzle together. You're like, ooh, I wonder where this can go. Oh, found a dope ass melody. And I haven't chopped up a melody in a while. Like just like grab some melody and just like I don't know, just like chop something up. And that'd be dope to do. Some good questions. I don't know.
Yeah, you're going to be starting your podcast, your own personal podcast pretty soon. How do you feel about that?
On personal podcast?
Where do you feel you want the aim to go?
I think it'd be dope. Probably because it's good to have a group of people for a podcast. But if it's just me one-on-one with, I'll be able to get personal with certain artists. Oh, we're still going.
Yeah.
But I'll be able to get personal with certain artists. I was hoping they show up right now. No, I just artists that that I like. Not everyone in the room is gonna vibe with. Like I'll have 5 people in here for the podcast, but not everyone knows him or like I do. Or
what artists are you most excited to sit down with?
I'd probably say, because I definitely want Noah in here. I want CJ. They're always good people. Dre's still popping. I wouldn't mind getting her in here.
And you told me that she was interested as well to be into it.
Yeah. Probably Dre's still popping. Adrian, he's not an artist, but he's the promoter guy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll probably get one-on-one.
Oh, dude, that'd be a crazy.
Yeah, he's like, man, I'll be exposing all these rappers. This is what he's telling me. He's like, I'll tell you everything. Yeah. Adrian, Dre still popping. Probably get one-on-one with Dave Certified. Trying to think of other artists that are just in the back of my head. I don't know, dude.
So it sounds like you got, you know.
I definitely have a lineup that people are interested.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, and it just gives a platform for people, And even it doesn't even have to be artists either. Like, I'm in contact with one of my other friends who's kind of like an influencer, like an exercise influencer, and I kind of want to, help her out on her podcast. And she's always a good convo.
Yeah.
And then I know a model who goes to New York all the time. Me and him are kind of like, he's my customer, and like he's straight up legit. Like he like walks the fucking thing, like professional photos, has his image on Getty Images and stuff. Like he's pretty legit. And
Is
so,
it that guy that owns his own?
No, that's not. But he's pretty damn good, and I kind of want to fucking,
that'd be dope.
just shed light on the Yakima area.
I'm pretty
on the talent.
Exactly. Realize that there's people actually here trying to do stuff and actually trying to, build their names or build brands and whatnot. I feel like it's not exposed as much because
I feel like people are more quicker to click on a video than a song, or click on a video. There's more to a video than an image. Video versus image. What are you gonna do?
That's
you get more personality.
Yeah.
Well, let's close it out.
Yeah.
You guys fucking. I think we're on this camera now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bouncing around this fucking podcast. Thank you for bearing with us.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is us.
Yeah. This is the raw version.
Exactly.
No condom. All right. Like, share. We love you guys. Fucking hope you guys get through this coronavirus, survive it.
Stay safe.
We out. Yeah. Love you guys.
Need a night out while I fly out. City from 30,000 feet in the sky. Realize the same for me. Lucid dreams, shiny things. Yeah. Seems so nice just to ride everything in the night while I fly on the clouds with a smile. Call me up, been a while we been. Fucking up your life with some drugs, no more love for the kid. Doing lines and some shit you can't say in front of your moms. Dropping bombs in that rat guy, stay strapped when you still in there.